So once we got started with the seeding and things started to come up, we started dealing with the weeds. That was really when we started then going in and adding plugs in and adding some things that maybe weren't in the seed mix. So we put some rattlesnake master in, we put some prairie dock in there, we added in some Indian grass in there, and so really started supplementing with plugs to kind of fill in and add some things that weren't in our initial mix. One of our biggest challenges overall is just this amount of space. So we're sitting in a family farm. We have about 8 acres, which means there's a lot of space to do what you want, but that's a lot of space to try and figure out what you want to do. So from there, we really started adding in trees and shrubs to try and say what do we want that needs some time to grow. So lots of trees added, elderberry, some dogwood, and really trying to do that. In addition to the amount of space, we've got space that was grass. We've got places that were like a tree line that had a lot of honeysuckle and invasive that we needed to deal with. So it's really been for us a lot about deciding what next to try and keep the project a little closer to manageable. Maybe not exactly manageable, but closer to manageable. The whole patch next to us was all daylilies when we moved in and had been for years. We sprayed to get rid of the daylilies and then have been really working on adding in like we've got black chokeberry, elderberry, some native honeysuckle, there's some chokecherry at the end to try and create a thicket back for the environment and for the biodiversity, but we had to get rid of the daylilies first to do that. So this one is one of our works in progress. Behind us in the trees, that was all honeysuckle when we moved in, and so we spent probably most of the first year we were out here trying to get rid of the honeysuckle. We had to do a lot of spraying, a lot of cutting, and now we're working on putting the environment back. When we took all of that out, while the honeysuckle was invasive, it did provide a lot of habitat space with the thicket. So we've been planting a lot in there, seeding first, and then we've also put in bottlebrush buckeye. There's spikenard we've added in there, some some ginger, wild ginger is in there, and so we've been working to we took out the invasive and now put the stuff that's supposed to be there back in.